Hi, and thanks for joining me today for the quick and easy newsletter on MailChimp. This is assuming that you have opened your MailChimp account, uploaded a list of contacts, done all the basic stuff. We have MailChimp Part 1 and MailChimp Part 2 that go into way more detail and more step-by-step. This is the quick and easy newsletter. So when you log into MailChimp, you want to click on Campaigns. And when you click on Campaigns, it's going to take you to all the emails that you have sent out. And this is my testing account. So there's a number of different things that we have in here, and I am just going to hit Create Campaign, and that's what you'll do. Come to Campaigns, Create Campaign. The very first campaign you send out, and campaign is just another word for email, or in our case, our newsletter. You have to do some setting up, which I'm going to show you very quickly. I go into a lot more detail in the MailChimp Part 2. But regular campaign, we're going to select that. You're going to say what list you want to send it out to. If you want to know more about this segment or building a segment, watch the MailChimp tutorials that they have available for that. Once you've chosen the list you're going to send it to, it's going to say, hey, what do you want to name it? This first one is just for you, so I'm going to name it Newsletter July 2015. The subject your recipients are going to see, so Healthy Days Newsletter July 2015. Who's it from? That's you or your clinic. The email address it's from. Definitely track opens. Connect to your social media and then do your auto posting. Click Next. Again, video 2 goes through all this in much greater detail. I'm going to direct you to use this one column drag and drop for the quick and easy method, so just hit select. It's going to take you here to where we now want to go get some code. Here's where you put your logo. So let's do that first and then I'll go get the code. You can either upload an image or browse through your library for an image. So let me use my header, which is already uploaded. If you want to upload, you just click upload and find it on your computer. I'm going to use this one. And select, and boom, it put it in there. I'm going to save and close that. You won't ever have to do that again. So next month's, when you copy last month's email, all the stuff that you've set up will be ready to go. You won't have to do it again. So there's my logo. Let's go grab our code. You want to find the email that says Medicine Talk Pro Patient Newsletter Files, July or whatever month we're talking about. Okay, so you get 2 emails every month. You get Medicine Talk Pro Patient Newsletter. This is the formatted version. This is how we code it to look. Some people just forward this out through Gmail or Hotmail or Yahoo or their own mail server. They just forward this on, and that works great if you've got a small list and if you don't care about tracking. For this quick and easy method, we're talking about actually grabbing a file that's on here called HTML code. Then I'll have the month and the year newsletter. It's a .txt file. It's always attached to the bottom of the email you get on the last day of every month. And if you're not seeing those in your email on the first of every month, go check your spam or your junk. So we want this right here. You just click on it. It'll save it to your computer. Then you open it up. Once you get that opened up, you'll see that it looks like code. If you're on a Mac, it doesn't look like code unless you've set your text edit options to make it open for code. And if you need to learn how to do that, come over to our tutorials page on medicinetalkpro.org under Services, Patient Newsletter. At the very bottom of this page is a link to tutorials. Click on tutorial, scroll all the way down to just above Peter's testimonial there, and you'll see how to open your HTML newsletter file on a Mac with text edit. That tells you how to do it. So ultimately you want it to look like this, code. You click in there, you select all, right? Edit, select all, and then you copy. Once you've copied that, you now come in here to this box right here, and you click in there, and we're going to delete everything that's in here. We're just going to delete that out. We're going to go over to this button, the greater than and less than symbol. We're going to click that, and you'll have click down here in the box so you have your blinking cursor, and you want to hit paste. And when you do that, the email comes over here. You'll see it right there, all coded up, ready to go. Just click those greater than, less than symbols again, and it takes you back to the view. One thing to tell you is that what you see on the left is what it actually looks like, or really close to it. You can always come up here to preview, enter preview mode. This will show you what it looks like on different devices, and we've tried to code it so it's mobile friendly. If you don't like the size, I'm going to close that. If you don't like the size of the text or other things, you can certainly edit it at this point. And I'm just going to show you that really quick. I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to change that size to 18. And you can see that it shrinks it down and it makes it a little bit smaller. It's, you know, your preference, what you like to do. The other thing to point out to you, which you might like to do, is in some of our articles, we say check with your holistic healthcare practitioner or check with your doctor to see if this is something for you, and I'm looking for an example of that. I'm also looking at formatting here, because sometimes when you put it in the different mail programs, it changes the formatting we did, and so I'm just going to delete that up there, and I'm going to drop that down there. I'm trying to find a place, so maybe lemon balm here. So under lemon balm, which is the herb for the month, we say at the end that herbs do interact with other medicines and should not be taken without consulting your wellness practitioner for appropriate dosing. You could customize that to herbs do interact with other medicines, and if you're interested in this herb, talk to Dr. Camp at your next visit. You don't have to do that, right? We've written these so that they're ready to go and you don't have to make any changes, but that's a nice little bit of customizing that you could do if you want to. Certainly not the 7-minute newsletter, but maybe the 10-minute newsletter. So that's the customizing. You want to save and close. What else can you do? Well, let's say that you've got some announcements that you want to put out in your newsletter and tell people about. So you just come right over here to text, pick up text block, drag it over here. It'll show you where it's going. You can drop that in there, and now in this block you can do some announcements or something, whatever you want to do. So I like to customize mine with dear so-and-so. So I'm going to go dear, and I'm going to come to merge tags, and I'm going to pick first name. So dear so-and-so, comma. Remember that we have flu support kits on sale this month, and a great healthy cooking class on the 12th. Register here, and then you could embed your link of where they register, or if they call the office to register, you could put that there. Whatever you want, right? These are for details, announcements, a greeting, and that's pretty much it. All the best, healthy days, or whatever the name of your practice is, or your name. Save and close. So you've got a little greeting in there. You've got your newsletter in there. And then at the bottom, all the required stuff should be in there as long as you set it up the way you want to. You don't have to send out the whole newsletter. You could certainly send out one article a week or break it up, put some stuff on your website or your blog. Make sure and use image attributions. There's information about that in your welcome email to the patient newsletter service. But other than that, you are done and ready to go. We've already edited it, spell checked it. Everything is good. And you come right here. It says, look like there's a problem. Why is there a problem? Because the default header content. Oh, so let's go back. Let's go back to resolve. So it'll tell you if there's a problem. We left this at the top, and this is what I want to show you. So this right here, I usually edit this. Let's click in that. I usually take this out and just leave view this email in your browser at the top. And that's why it gave me that message. So now it should be all good to go. You're all set to send. You can either schedule it to go out on a particular day, and if you hit schedule, it'll let you do that, or you can hit send and it will go out. And that is literally, with no customizing, about 7 minutes. With customizing, maybe about 10. Now, just before I let you go, I'm going to save and exit to the dashboard. I just want to show you that you can go to your campaigns next month. You can pick the newsletter that you sent the month before, come over to the right and hit replicate. And when you do that, you will see that you again send to the entire list. And all you have to do at that point, of course, is change the name of the newsletter to the new month. Everything else is set up, so all you have to do is change the name. You're going to come in here. Its header's already in there. Everything is set up, ready to go. Change your little message here in the beginning. That's done. Hit save and close. Click in here where the code goes. Click on the code. Select everything in here. Delete. Go to the next month's newsletter. Open up that code. And remember, that code is on the newsletter that's titled Patient Newsletter Files, and it's at the bottom, the HTML code, right? Copy it, come back to MailChimp, paste it in, save and close. You are ready to go that fast. Couldn't get any better. Thanks for being part of our group, and have a wonderful evening, day, weekend. Talk to you soon.